Hi, I'm Dennis, and thanks for tuning in to my YouTube channel. Anyway, I just did a review on a watch that I said I was going to always wear for a while. It's a real nice one. It's a TISSOT, and it's a nice watch. It's pretty thick, and what I'm doing is I'm just testing out its durability, its strength, what kind of case it is, whether it mars up really bad on daily use. I'm going to wear it for, like I said, for about a month, and on daily use, and then at the end of that, I'm going to go over it with my with my loops and see if there's any marring on the case. Okay. But here's another watch. This is a Seiko Premium. It's the SRX013. Now, there's a sister watch to this, and then it's the SRX003. The 003 has a leather case and a white face. This one has a metal band and a black face. Okay. For some reason, the white face and the leather band seems to have a little bit more popularity in some areas, but then in some areas this thing has a whole bunch more popularity. The cost is a retail around about $1,000. Anyway, and maybe a little bit more, like in some parts of the countries, it goes for like $2,249, and in the United States, through gray markets and over there, you might be able to get this for about $600 and something bucks. But it's a nice watch. It's moon phase, and I'm going to put it on the overhead camera, and we're going to look down on it and look into it and find out some information. Okay, so with that, this watch review I think is going to be an interesting one. Okay, and here we are. This is the Seiko Premium. Come on, you can do this. There you go. There it is, the Seiko Premium. This is the SRX013. Unlike its sister, the SRX003, this has the black face and the sister has the white face. The white face has a black leather band, and this one, the SRX013, has a metal band. Okay. Other than that, that's the only difference of the two between the SRX003 and the SRX013. Okay. Anyway, the face, the dial on it on this one is a black kind of mesh, looking retro. It really looks nice, as far as I'm concerned. And there's different parts of this one I want to point out. Of course, I'm going to point out this over here, which is the you see this arch here. That's the power. That's showing the power reserve. This one right here is the moon phase. It has 29.5 moon phase days. Okay, over here, this is the date. One gives you the date, like today's the 31st. And then down here, you have the day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You can see the little T-bar that covers the area. And I think you can see it really good there. I don't know. Anyway, that's the date. And the little bar, the little arrow pointing to is the hour. And why Seiko did that, this is an hour and this is the hour. And when this moves, that one moves when you're setting up time. They're not separated. You can't separate them. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Why they gave you two. Anyway, the type of movement in this it's called the 5D88. It's a kinetic quartz automatic. Okay, let me say that again. A kinetic quartz automatic. So if I was to take the watch, and you'll have to watch this, see this here, this power bar here, right there. Now when I move it, and I start doing this to it, you'll see that little power bar start building up. And it'll, hang on a minute, let me get it going here. I got to get the right angle. There it goes. There it goes. Now I can do it. See how it moves? And you can see how it's how it's trying to build up more energy. So it acts like an automatic hackable. It is hackable. You pull it all the way out. The second hand stops. You can adjust it and all that stuff. But it's kind of weird like that. Okay? The second hand has a red tip on it. As you can probably see it if you follow it around. See the red tip right here? There's the red tip. Anyway, and it's... And that's the second hand, of course, the minute hand and the hour hand. And by the way, just for your note, to let you understand how much this is really different in the Seiko world, there's no luminance to this watch at all. None. Not one bit of luminance. You can try to fire it. Let me get my little fire here. Okay. Okay, you can try to fire it, and as you can see, I'm firing the metal in there, but nobody's coming back to me. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So if I fire this, let me see if I can find some fire. Oh, over here. So here, there's some firing going on right there. See how that hour hand, it's not doing too well that way. Okay, here we go. See how it kind of illuminates itself? You can see how it's firing. This luminance doesn't fire at all because there is none. Okay. It's not an open back, so you can't see if there's a wheel that moves in there. So I don't understand exactly what that kinetics automatic means. All I do know, it does work. When I wear it during the day and running around, I'll build up about a week's worth, just wearing it, about a week's worth of energy all the time, and which is okay. All right. Right now, it's almost give me a week because I've been goofing with this a lot. The outer bezel is black, and it's non-movable. It's an inner bezel. Okay. So this inner bezel is non-movable and it's fixed. So unlike its white counterpart, the 003, SRX013, it has no bezel ring, inner bezel ring at all. It's just straight white face all the way across. That's okay too, I guess, Cost on this one here, about $900 to a little over $1,000, somewhere depending on where you're buying it at. It can get more expensive. In some countries, I've seen them go for $2,200, and like in America, you can go on to some gray market areas, and you might get this for about $600. And I got it from Seiko for $993, and that was everything. And the reason being, I bought it from a authorized Seiko dealership. Is because when I take it back, I don't care what, your fault, my fault, anyone's fault, they're going to repair it. And Seiko has sort of a real nice workmanship with their dealers. I mean, their dealers like that. I have to admit, I have not wore this watch a lot. It's not my working watch. It just kind of sits around. And then when it does, it powers all the way down and stops moving and everything. So I have to, every time I want to use it, it's usually been sitting still for a month or so. And I have to, do all the little windings and resetting and everything, which is okay. It does it quickly. All right. This watch is 42 millimeters across, 20 millimeter band. Okay, it's 13 millimeters thick. It weighs about 28 grams. It's not too heavy. Correction, more than that. I forget how much it weighs. Anyway, it's not really a heavy watch. So I like it. I really do. I think the purchase of this watch was one of my kind of my funnest times, and the reason being is because the way it's made, the way the way it melds with me when I'm wearing it, when I'm putting it on my wrist, and how it sits in my wrist, like that, and how when it's on, it kind of, marries the size of my wrist. It's really a nice feeling. It really is, and I really like it a lot. I do highly recommend this watch if you have a chance to buy one and have the money for it. Yeah, get it. You'll enjoy wearing it. It's a lot of fun to wear, and you can be proud of owning this type of a watch. Okay, let's go back up and we'll talk a little bit more about this watch, and we'll be finishing up. Okay, let's get this out of the way. All right. So as you can see, I'm not very high tech. I got this microphone. I'm using this little Microsoft video cam thing or something connected to my computer. Yeah, I'm not high tech. Don't have the money to be high tech. Some of those cameras can cost a lot of money. Some of them just ain't. But anyway, back to this. Nice little watch. So with that in mind, I am going to do one more video after this one. And I'll have that one out to you also as soon as I finish this one. I understand I do in-camera edits, okay? I don't have a lot of stuff to do fluff, okay? I guess I'm getting too old for that, and I'm sorry for that reason. And as you saw what this was being produced on, where I was showing you my watch, I use this little piece of cloth instead of you looking at a piece of wood as a background. Maybe I should use this cloth. I don't know. If you have some suggestions that can help me out, why not? Send me something. Tell me what I should do to make these better. I want to try to keep these short. The last one was 20 some odd minutes too long. This one here is a little less. So you all have a super fine day. And remember, always, please, keep your powder dry.